Hello, daughters of Karavana. Hi, good evening, whoever you are. Good evening.
Good evening.
We trust and hope that you are well. Yo, I just wanted to say to the women out there, Happy Women's Month. We are celebrating Women's Month and Happy Women's Month to you.
You know, my husband always says, why do you women always get, I don't know why the hype, of women, you have a month of your own. And he says, Mother's Day, it's like everyone remembers it. Father's Day, no one remembers.
Oh, and I'm such a victim of that. Like, I don't know. Like, I think we should.
Yeah, it is. We hype mothers more than we hype fathers. Hey,
But fathers want to be hyped?
they do. Who doesn't want to be a hype? They actually do. But hey,
it doesn't happen. Like it's a woman's world now. Hey, that we need to change that narrative. We really need to change.
Yeah, because we kind of isolate men. It's like only women are celebrated. Yes. And our sacrifices are just pushed on the side. Father's Day, it comes and goes. People forget.
They forget.
When it's Mother's Day, it's
Yo,
everywhere.
Everyone is it's on everyone's
Mind.
Father's Day. It's as I think we need to change that narrative. I really think that we need to change that narrative.
Yeah.
But anyways, Daughters of Cabana, it is Women's Month. I'm not shutting down.
I'm not shutting down. It is Women's Month.
It is, and I really hope that you take the time to just reflect on who you are as a woman. Actually, today's episode is basically going to just be defining
What is a woman?
What is a woman? What is womanhood? And what has God called us to be and to do as women? That takes me to my very first question.
Okay.
How would you define a woman? What is a woman?
Oh, the world. What's funny about it is the world now cannot define. I ask myself, have we fallen that far
That we can't even
that we can't even define what a woman is? I mean, we were watching this court case in Australia that they actually went all the way to the High Court so that they can just define what a woman is. That is how far and how low we've gone, that we don't know what a woman is. I mean, when you were born, obviously they know, this is a male,
This is a female.
this is a female. And they talk about science, but now they are trying to use science to discredit what a woman is. Even though their science, as they say, they want facts, right? They don't want to use the Bible because they think it's a fairy tale, right? It was written by people, so it's not something that we can...
It's not tangible.
It's not tangible, exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't have facts or anything like that. But their own facts, their own science tells them exactly what a woman is. A woman is a human being who possesses XX chromosomes, right? And they are born with a womb, ovaries, fallopian tubes, a vagina. But that's how we identify a woman. We are built different from men. And I think God intended to do that because he said he created men, right? Woman and female, male and female, right? He didn't say no, there's this thing that people back in the day used to say, Adam and Steve, exactly. He created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, because when he created Adam and Eve, there was a purpose for that. Multiply,
Be fruitful.
be fruitful and multiply. And only when there is a man and a woman can you multiply and be fruitful.
Yeah.
I was listening to this other preacher when he said, I asked these LGBTQ communities, if I take a man and put them in an island, right? I take a female and put them in an island. I take a male and a female and I put them on the island. Which island do you think is going to flourish?
It's the one with the male and the female.
Why is that? Because they can reproduce, people like them.
Yeah.
And if you put a male and a male, you can come 20 years, 30 years after, nothing would have happened. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it shows you there was a grand design by God in the reason why he made male and female.
Sure.
You know, but the world has fallen so far that we cannot define. And what's even funny is there is no debate about defining man.
Sure.
It's always the debate about defining what a woman is. Have you ever heard of a case where they went to court saying, define what a woman is, a man is? It's always a definition for what a woman is.
Sure.
You know? So it's like, yeah, we've I don't know, we've become so intellectual that we've become dumb at the same time, you know, that we don't know the difference between male and female.
Sure.
Even the features are different. We are built differently.
Yeah, we don't
look this exactly. You know, if a man and a woman is there standing there, you can tell this is a female
and this is a
and
male.
This is a male. Exactly. This is a woman. This is a man.
We don't grow the same, even biologically.
Exactly. Features, muscle density. Our chromosomes are different. Our hormones are different. Our bone structure is different. Exactly. Even our thinking is different.
Sure. And that's the grand plan of God.
Yes.
For men to be like God made women for men.
For men. And we're supposed to
men
complement each other. That's the reason why he made us. Flaws that are in the men, the woman complements them. You know? But now we are trying to become what we were not built to be. So a woman is someone who's got the natural biological
features,
woman.
elements,
Exactly. Components. We are talking about science now. Facts. Someone who's XX, not someone who's had hormones induced. Yes, exactly. And all hormone he's taking hormones and whatnot so that they can have feminine features. But even if you do take hormones, you still have that XY chromosomes. It is not going to change. Just because you're taking hormones to make your features more for women, it doesn't change the fact that you were not born with ovaries. You were not born with a womb. You were not born with a vagina. You know, that's what makes a woman.
Sure.
Why then do you think they go out there to get hormones so they can have breasts? Because those are the features that make up a woman.
Yeah.
Those are the features that make up a woman. They go down there, they cut, tuck, they knit, they open unnaturally, something that's not supposed to. Reconstruction surgery, as they call them, you know, they do a whole transition, you know, so that they can have something that is not natural to them.
I think it's the deliberate distortion of the image of God.
It is.
I think they're just coming for the identity of God. I think last week we spoke about it in our church Bible study, that identity is so important.
Yeah, if
the devil wants to attack us, he will attack your
identity. Exactly.
Who you are, because you were made in the image of
God. So if you distort that image of God, then I corrupt what he has planned, his purpose for human beings. So yes, I will come and attack the very thing that he created.
Yeah.
So if now I tell you you hear them, most of them, they say, when I was growing up, I would look in the mirror, right? And I didn't like what I was looking at, or the person that I was, or me knowing that I'm trapped in this body. I didn't like it. No. And most importantly, why do you think you're a woman? Most of the time it's, I identify
as a woman.
Exactly. It's all about identity. They don't have that. When it comes to identity, you know, so when you see yourself in the mirror, he's telling you, this is the wrong body. You're not supposed to be in this body. You know, you are meant to be a woman. You are meant to be a man.
It's actually not. It's funny, but it's not. It's actually...
Yeah, it's deep. It's
deep, you know.
Because if I confuse you, right? if I distort that identity that you have, then I can bend you to my will. I can tell you what I want you to become.
Yeah.
So that's how it becomes. You come here, you have those whispers. You don't look good. This is how you should be. It gives you that picture, that vision, that in your mind. This is how you were supposed to be. There was a mistake somewhere. I'm in the wrong body. It's just the same as someone who's saying, I'm a black person in a white body. And then you ask yourself, exactly how? That's what people used to ask, when people say that. No, man, but now I think I was a white person that's just trapped in this black body. And then you'll be asking, hey, there's something wrong in their mind, man. Something's wrong up there. But why then are we not saying the same thing about these people? That there's something is unhinged in their mind. It's something mental. It's something psychological. Yeah. Because someone cannot just wake up to in the morning and say,
after being a woman, after being trapped in the woman's body for so long,
and
then all of a sudden,
I was supposed to be a man.
Yeah.
I was watching this other one where someone says, I don't understand this thing about identifying. Just because you identify as something doesn't make it real.
True.
You wearing a costume outside does not make you the very thing that you are trying to imitate.
Yes.
You see? So you wearing drag, wearing a dress, wearing makeup, it does not change the fact that you are a guy. You are a man. You are carrying a plumbing that says you are a man. And it's not only the plumbing only. It is biological.
Yes.
It's something that you cannot run away from because that is exactly who you are.
You can't run away from who you are. Accept it.
I think it was Reverend, was it
Christy?
No, Johnny Long, I think. John Long, I think, or something. Yeah, I think. So he says, I do not care what you have nipped, tucked, sawed, or whatever. No matter whatever surgery that you have done, you are still a man.
Still a man.
They might have lied to you, but you are still a man. You might have nipped this, cut that, dressed this up, dressed what, but you are still a man.
And the Lord loves you as a man.
Exactly. That's why the reason why He made you a man. He had a purpose for, everything has a design. Everything is designed on purpose. He did that because He wanted you to be a man.
And that was the plan of God.
Exactly.
Nothing more, nothing less. Everything
less.
just as is.
Women, just the same as women. God made you a woman because He wanted you to be one, your partner's helper, your husband's helper, or your boyfriend's. When you're talking about people who are courting, exactly. You shape the relationship that you want, with the person that you say, okay, I'm getting into a relationship with this person, right? He made us so that we complement each other. So don't think just because you are a woman, it makes you any less. No, God created us equal, but with different functions.
Yes.
A man carries the seed. A woman carries the egg. They come together
to make something.
They produce life.
Sure.
Without the men, the egg cannot be fertilized. Without the egg, the sperm cannot do anything. So he had a plan. It's not something random. It's by design. Exactly. It's intentional. By design, it's intentional. So don't think just because I'm a woman, it makes you any less than a man. It does not. We were already equal in the eyes of God. But society, exactly.
Sure.
Try to distort what or where the what can I say? Where a woman's place is in a relationship or in the home. That came from society. It didn't come from God. God made us to be equal. to complement each other, to help each other, right? But now, yeah.
Yes. The society, I think more than anything, what I'm picking up from this is that in the quest of building a society, they are distorting the image of God.
Yeah, we are.
They are distorting the plan of God. Once you have distorted someone's identity, you have distorted their whole purpose.
Exactly.
You know? So God made both women and men the way He made them for a purpose.
Exactly.
And there's purpose in your womanhood.
Exactly. There's a purpose in that.
And there's
because
a purpose
without
in
a woman, you can't have someone to carry the seed of a man and produce life. You see? And also on the women's side, when I'm talking to feminists, you cannot have just you. You also need a man to create that life. So let's not have this thing where you say, I don't need a man. Because even if you don't need a man, because we've got this thing where people now go to sperm banks.
Donors.
No, sperm banks. I don't need a man, but I still need your seed to make something.
So you don't need him.
But exactly, I still need him. Yeah, but now we've come to, I only take what I want, not the whole you. So now I don't need a man, but I need his sperm to create life.
Need the man.
But you still need a man. Because if there were no man, there would be no seed for you to produce life. If there were no women, there would not be an egg or a home for the child to grow in. Exactly. So God made it intentional that we need each other. We complement each other. It's a partnership. It's a partnership.
Sure.
We will not be. That's why God said, it is not good for a man to be alone. Exactly. That's why He created Eve. Because He saw that, no, it's not good for him to be on his own.
This is not healthy.
It's not healthy. Exactly.
Not
he needs a companion.
So,
He needs someone to be someone of his own kind. You know, someone of his own kind. Another human being you produce after your own kind. So we are all human beings. It doesn't matter what color you are. We are all human beings.
We're all human beings with a purpose.
With the purpose. So when we talk about women, Lord, it's a woman who has fallopian tubes, ovaries, a vagina where the child comes from. And please do not distort that. That is exactly what a woman, if you go into science, it will tell you biologically, XX chromosome is a woman. Biologically, it tells you that. So why are we running away from that now? Because first it was, no, we can't trust the Bible in telling us what a woman is. We went to science. So now the very science again, you're trying to
mix match it.
Exactly. Yeah. Now we are calling gender a social construct. This has been something that has been there for eons. And
then now it's a social construct.
It's a social construct. Why do you think there is a male and a female, even in animals? You know, you don't see males.
A lion and a lion. It's a lion and a lioness. A lion and a lion, they always...
Because it's unnatural.
It's even animals know that.
Exactly.
It's unnatural.
And for you to even an animal knows that. Sure. What more you with your intellect? What makes it so acceptable if it's not acceptable in animals?
Sure. Even animals, please reflect on that. Even
an animal knows.
This
is what I'm supposed to go after.
Not
my fellow men. Not my fellow woman. Exactly. You know? Because we
can't imagine a gay dog.
Imagine a gay dog. Or a gay lion.
It just reducing your identity.
Exactly.
Reducing. It's like a king going down from his throne and becoming an ant. Like, you know, this actually... this whole thing is just...
No, it's... The devil is using that. You know? He is using it to twist the purpose of God, the identity of God. It's just the same as the pride flag that you have, remember what the rainbow symbolized?
Symbolizes a covenant.
It was a covenant of God saying, I will not send a flood to destroy man again.
And then here we all are.
And then they've taken that flag and distorted the very meaning, what it is, a covenant between man and God. And now we are saying it is, what can I say? It's like a license to be a homosexual. So if you see me with that flag, the rainbow flag, then you know I'm in the LGBTQ community.
LGBTQ.
You see? And we are adding. No, they are adding more. They are adding more.
I was looking at something. I was looking at my annual teaching plan and in life orientation.
Oh Lord, they're trying to bring that.
No, it's there.
Oh Lord,
it's there. And I'm looking at it. I'm like,
how are you?
I don't want to account for these things.
Exactly.
I don't really
because if for a teacher, you're the one who shapes
the minds
of the children. So now imagine I'm teaching them about LGBTQ, gender reconstruction. Oh no, don't worry, little boy, you are a girl. However you feel. However you
if
feel.
Today you wake up and you feel like you're a little girl, you want to play with dolls and do that, then tomorrow you feel like
we've gone as far as mutilating children now.
Sure.
I mean, like in the Western America, they're having kids' breasts cut off because the child is saying that gender reaffirmation. They are pushing that. I feel like this is a child, for goodness sake. They can come and say, I'm a cat, I'm a dog.
For all I know.
Exactly. Should I then kick them out of the house and buy them a cage and say, you are a cat, you are a dog?
Go live with the cats and the dogs.
That's what I mean. How then do we normalize this thing? Because kids don't know anything. It's only what you model for them that they follow. A child is not born racist. A child is not born gay, lesbian. It's what is modeled for them that they become that because they think it's normal, it's acceptable.
Yeah.
And then you cut their reproduction systems and everything. And then they get to an age where they say, no man, it was just a phase. What then?
What do you bring it back?
You can't.
Sure.
You cannot. I understand. Rather, let them grow up, get to adulthood. Then they can choose for themselves.
Yeah.
Right now they're still growing. They don't understand their own bodies, for goodness sake. Exactly.
And when you want to now distort it,
exactly.
And I think what these people that are allowing a gay couple allowing children to grow up in that set up.
Because already we are grooming them.
It's so messed up.
We're grooming them from birth.
I have daddy and daddy.
There's no mommy. Exactly. So the child grows up saying
it's abuse. That's actually so. That's abuse. That's abusing the human mind. Yeah, that is abusing the human.
I'm sure I know, but I don't know how then they would explain the birds and the bees to a child, because I'm seeing daddy and daddy here. So now the child.
When am I gonna have a sister?
Exactly. Where do kids come from?
Sure. It's abuse. It's abuse of the soul, abuse of the mind, abusing the child up.
Yeah, because they don't know. They don't have an identity after that.
Sure.
They don't.
You've distorted. You've just messed up the child. You've messed them up.
But then we should also blame our government because they're the ones who are allowing these things. Exactly.
Things, yeah.
Why? Because they want to be kept in power. They can cancel. They can go after Christians. That's the one thing that I don't understand. Muslims have more rights than
the
Christians in this world. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
You cannot offend
a
Muslim without actually getting consequences. But when you say something bad about Christians, no one says anything.
No one says anything, sure.
No one says anything. So you kind of ask yourself, what exactly is going on in this world?
And that's a question that, yeah. Sure. So yeah, in a nutshell, womanhood, being a woman is firstly, your body consists of the biological elements of
which
being
are
your
woman, exactly.
tubes, a vagina, breast, and
your ovaries, your womb,
more than anything.
More than anything, you know. And even if, you know, there are some that are born with a womb and but they cannot produce, that doesn't make you less of a woman.
Yes.
It means something went wrong in your genes.
Yeah.
You know, something mutated, but it doesn't make you any less of a woman. Yes. Now you've got, they call us, what do they call us now? Cis women.
You're so extreme. We are so many things.
Yeah. They call us now cis women because they say cis is because they produce eggs. So now they're cis women. You know, we've got trans women, and then we've got non-binaries. We've got binary, non-binary. It's a whole It is a whole mess that we've gotten ourselves into. Yeah, so I think the next part we'll talk about is what is womanhood. I think
womanhood?
If someone is asking you how do you define womanhood? You know, so when we talk about womanhood, right, we talk about the state of being when girl child moves from being a girl into an adult female. Because remember, there are stages.
Okay, yes, I know that there are stages in development. So womanhood is when the transition.
That's the transition from being.
When does the transition happen? Like, what marks the transition? Physically.
Okay, yeah. There's
and then spiritually. I think I want us to talk about the spiritual aspect about it, because with biologically, sorry, ma, you go through puberty, and then you know the puberty thing where you start getting your period, you start developing, there's a lot of physical changes, but spiritually, when does one become a woman spiritually?
No, you can't actually. I think you cannot actually separate the two.
Okay.
When it comes to the physical,
and
the growth and the spiritual, because remember, it's also it's in the maturity.
Okay.
Where we can say no, they've matured into a woman. So there's that maturity. It also shows in your appearance. It shows in your wisdom. So it shows in your self-worth. That I'm now different. I'm a woman. Exactly. I look different. I think differently. Exactly. So that's when you know when a girl has transitioned. No, actually it becomes a girl, right? And then you become a young woman, and then you become a woman. So there are those stages. Young women, those are the adolescents, our teens. When you get into your teens, about 13, 14 years, when you start your period, you are called a young woman. That's when they tell you, no, you are now a young woman. So don't mess around with boys. Exactly. So if you mess around with boys, you transition into becoming a woman. You see?
Okay, that's in society.
Okay. So when they say, no, you're still a young woman. When we talk about young women in society, we are talking about someone who's gone into that, reached their puberty stage, right? And also, we are also talking about the young woman, someone who hasn't really, what can I say? They are maturing into a woman, but you're still at a young level. You're still at you haven't really reached that point where we call you a woman.
You're not fully, okay.
You're now developing. Now you're understanding your feelings. Your body changing. You're gaining more experience.
Okay.
That's why you say you're a young woman. But then when you go to you being a woman, it's the physical growth. Okay, it's also included your inner strength, your wisdom. Because you can put a young woman here, you can put a woman here. No, actually, you can put two different, right? Someone who's in their, 13, 14, 16 years old, take someone who's in their 20s. you put them side by side.
There is a difference.
There is a difference in the way they think, in their appearances. You can see the way they handle themselves, the way they behave. You can see, no man, this one is still a child,
Yeah, this
you
one
know,
is still a child.
and then this one here has matured. We can actually call them a woman now. So it's in that. It's not just physical. It's your inner strength. It's your wisdom. It's also your self-worth. You know now, okay, I'm a woman. This is how I conduct myself.
Yes.
You know, this is what people expect from me. You know, but if you are still a child, you know, you don't think of all those
Don't
things.
think of all those things. And even how you take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Generally, you know, you're more reasonable. You can make decisions. You know, there's responsibility.
Exactly. Because when you get to womanhood, you've got more responsibilities because we now expect you to be more mature, you know, in your thinking, you know, in your mindset. Everything about you has to be matured. So now we can give you more responsibilities on how you shape your life, how you take care of yourself, how you make decisions. We know that you can do that on your own now. You know, you've gone past us actually having to baby you or anything like that. Exactly. And take you everything that you need to do. You've gone past that. So yeah, it's that.
It's the development of it's literally just a transition.
Yeah.
I think there is a change. I've been just also, I'll use myself as a case study. But there is a difference, you know, in every single thing. From looking at my writings when I was a teenager. You know,
even the way you
even the way you know, even just in every area, like in the friendship area, in the relationship area.
Now you know what type of friends I need to associate with, which ones I need to cut off.
Exactly.
But when you're a child, you just they're my friends.
They're my friends, and everything is different, man. it's so different, man. Like everything is so different, even. In conversations, I can hear, no man, there's a switch. Like even, you know, like let me look at the dating side, like the dating area. It's so different now.
Now you've got a purpose of dating, right?
There's a purpose. Like I'm not gonna date you because I just love you.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Yeah, well, when you're 10, you just date.
He's so
just
cute.
He's so cute.
You know. Now it's like I can't build with cuteness. Like I can see the kids will look great, but like
there has to be something more.
There has to be something more, and even the quality of relationships that you have when you're older, it's more intentional. It's no longer we like the same things. You can like the same things.
You know, he's fun, he's funny, he's no. And then
we're not going to be
funny.
Like yes, crack jokes. Be good at that. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, everything is even dressing. You know, you go from you dress differently. Like you learn your body
now. I'm older.
I cannot be
dressing
topping, stomach out. My sister. Even like,
I think we need to have one on your women. We need to have one-on-one talk about the way we dress. Exactly. I think it is going to be now another episode. We are going to come through with that one because my sisters, you know, we are more than our thighs, our breasts, and our buttocks. You know, we are more than that.
So much more than that. We are so much more than that.
We are so much more. You know, God gave us a brain to think.
Sure.
He gave it to us. So we cannot just sit on it.
We can't sit on it.
And rely on looks and you know.
We cannot. The economy cannot rely on this. I'm like, you know, I was looking at, I don't know who I was talking to, but I'm like, oh my word, lately people are dating with their CVs. Like men no longer want just BBL and you look good. Men don't want that.
You know the ones that you actually find who actually want you cannot just be a vase that's put there to decorate. You know, to look pretty for everyone. They want something. What are you bringing to our relationship?
Table.
Exactly.
They don't want that. Men don't want someone who's going to be like, when you're in business conferences, someone who's still going to be thinking, they want someone who's going to be like, you know, I think, I reckon we should do this.
No. You know, someone who's going to give me input on what I want. Someone who's intelligent, someone who matches,
stimulates me.
Yes.
Men want to be not just
to be
challenged. I want to be challenged.
Exactly.
I was like, the pressure is getting worse.
No. But then you still have those ones. that still say, I'm bringing myself. Am I going to eat yourself or your beauty? I mean, as in seriously, you know, those kind of things where when our mothers and our grandmothers we growing up, where the man goes out and works and the woman stays at home and takes care of the family, they could do that.
They could do that.
You know, they could afford to do that. You know, the economy back then wasn't as tough as it is now. Right now, you need two minds
to collaborate,
two salaries.
We do.
Working together.
But even, you know, I'm thinking, even if there's just one person bringing the money,
but
you need someone who can think
behind
the scenes.
You know, my mother used to say to my brothers, before you know if your girlfriend is wife material, give her some money.
See what she does
with it. Then you will know if you are marrying someone who's going to build you up or someone who's going to tear you down. Now imagine Maslay Queen that we have now.
Yeah.
All they think about is the Brazilian wigs.
Yeah. So
you know,
it's
the Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons. The Louis Vuittons and you will leave them behind. And he will find someone who doesn't even have that one Louis Vuitton in her wardrobe. But it's just exactly
administration,
everything,
a household administration. The girl does the things. Like
no, that's what it is. The man goes out. You know, I was watching this other video on TikTok where the woman says, "You went out and made you built a house. I made a home, right? You gave me children. I nurtured them." So you see, there's a relationship. Yeah, you built a house. Now I made it a home, right? You gave me kids. I nurtured them, right? You brought money into the house.
I multiplied
it. Exactly. You know, and I don't know where people got it from. I don't know where. But even if you read the Bible, when you read Proverbs 31, it tells you what a model woman is, a godly woman. And it doesn't say someone who sits at home, does the makeup, does nothing at home or anything like that. No. It tells you that she's hardworking. She's a merchant. She's a fashion designer. She's a baker. She's all these things. Okay?
Come on.
She brings.
She melts.
She's resourceful. Exactly.
Yeah. Ladies.
You know, I give you money, multiply it. Or if I give you money, let me see what you have bought in the house. You know, and I would say, oh, okay. So you bought this I'll be proud of it. Not me coming, so what happened to the money I gave you? Oh, I bought some
I'm still waiting for my shipping to get...
I bought some shoes and everything, and he's looking at shoes. We don't have a fridge. And he's looking at shoes and he's saying we don't have a couch. Or our bed is... That's the money. Where did the money go?
Where did it go? What am I doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's so important.
He wants someone who's going to help him
be fruitful and multiply in all areas.
In all areas, not just the you and you popping out babies. No. It should be all areas of his life. You know, be fruitful and multiply doesn't just apply to having kids. It means all areas of your life. Give me peace of mind when I come back from work.
Multiply the peace.
Yes. You know, he should know that, if I get home, my wife has cooked. She has done everything. It smells good. She's done everything. If I come in, I can offload this thing. You know, I can vent to her. She will sit. She will listen. Not me thinking, oh goodness, I'm going back to that woman. Yes. You know, they would rather
sit in the car
than actually deal with you. I remember I think there's a verse in the Bible where it says,
drip, drip, drip. Is it drip, drip,
no,
drip?
Drip, drip. Oh, yes, it is drip, drip, drip. Where a man, he says a man, he would rather sit on the roof than listen to a dripping. A wife who's like a dripping tap, who nags and non-stop. So imagine someone who'd rather go and live on the roof than live with you, because this thing
here, you are not
handling
it well.
Yes, it does not have a stop button.
It
is not tamed. And it, like we were talking the last time, where you say it doesn't say a man built the house. No. It talks about a woman.
You make your house, you build your house with your mouth,
exactly,
with your words. A wise woman builds her house.
Exactly. Hey. No, imagine. I haven't seen a verse that talks about a man building a house. It's always the woman builds her house. The woman builds. So it means no. He builds the house. You make it a home.
You make it a home.
You make it peaceful for him. Make it joyous. You know that I have a family. I have a wife that I can be proud of. I have someone who comforts me in my needs. That's why the other time we were talking about when you look exactly. Because it did not say how she wasn't beautiful, but because she gave him comfort.
Oh Lord.
She gave him comfort, and it's that comfort that I think also when we talk about Solomon, I think it was also that comfort that he was looking for after the Queen of Sheba left. You know, because the Queen of Sheba gave him that comfort. That's why he had so many wives after she left.
Sure.
She gave him that comfort. You know, that peace of mind. I can just come in. I can.
And you are
there. You know. I feel at peace when I see you. Not when I see you, I think, this demon.
Jesus, where was I going? I should have just stayed.
Exactly.
Yo, now won't. Let it not be a Daughters of Covenant's reality. As Daughters of Covenant, we are sent into the position that the Lord has put us in.
Yeah.
We nurture. We are not going to be those wives that our husbands are like, I am
that Lord, the woman that you gave me.
And what's this? But it takes. I think it must take concentration, knowing the Lord.
Yes,
so that He can direct you. You know,
because if you know the word, you will know what a model a wife. You know, it's supposed to be modeled after. You should know that.
Yeah.
You know, now you don't know that, so there's chaos everywhere.
There's chaos everywhere. And you know, like it's so. We need to learn these things. I always say that the gift of Daughters of Covenant is also that you learn. You learn. You have no excuse. You have no excuse of being a bad wife, of being the kind of wife that we choose. No. You have no excuse because we are learning and we're saying we are holding your hand.
Yeah, because it says what the older women should train the younger ones. Exactly. They're the ones. That's why the young are trained. You know, you are mentored. You are mentored. And the person who's supposed to mentor you is someone who has more experience than you. So it means the older women will tell you no, and they will tell you from their experience, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do because they've been through that and they've seen. If I if I use this path, this is what I end up with. You know, so they will teach you to try and avoid those mistakes.
All of these things.
Exactly. Sure. You know, but you know, we've got this thing now where people don't want to listen. We know.
You don't know.
Exactly.
And it's good to not know. It's good because it opens you up to knowing. And you know, with mentorship, I think mentorship is such a powerful tool of ascension because you avoid you could have such a fruitful marriage by just hearing how it's done. You avoid arguments, you avoid so many things.
And never, I don't know, never get, you know, when you are married, friendships, I'd rather you get advice for someone who's married, who's in the same situation as you, than someone who's still single. Because this person hasn't experienced what married life is. So they are telling you from their perspective as a single person. You know, they're not attached. They don't have any responsibilities in the marriage or anything like that. They haven't experienced it. So what knowledge or what advice do you think they're going to give you? Because they're not in the same situation as you.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Like there's so much that we are going to talk about. I think one thing that I want us to also just, before we close, is that I think we're entering into, I think, a new season with the conversations that we're about to have. And it's going to go beyond like preparing for being married. It's just I think we'd call it fruitfully single. I think with the questions that are lined up and every single thing that we're lining up, fruitfully single, how to capitalize on your single season, how to actually make it. We are preparing, yes, but capitalize on it. Become the Proverbs 31 woman. Become the woman that God has called you to be. Become that. Become that. Be fruitfully single.
It says before you want to become a wife, before you become a wife, you need to learn how to become a wife.
Yes.
You know, you just don't
wake up and
ta-da.
ta-da. Ding, ding,
there are
ding.
things that you need to cut out from your life if you are now saying I'm at a stage where I want to get married. So I think we're going to look at that as in, okay, so you are single.
Yes.
You want to be in a relation. You want to get married, but this is what marriage entails.
This is what marriage entails.
Exactly.
How are your finances?
How are your finances?
How are you handling your talking? How are you doing things where you are? How are you handling your friendships? It's I think I'm learning now, like being single is actually it's preparation too.
It is.
And it's such it's a blessing.
And don't jump into wanting to get married. Build capacity so that you will be able to hold, all that comes. Because trust me, marriage is a lot of work. It is not a fairy tale.
It's not.
It's not a happy ever after. It is not a happy ever after. You will fight. You will have arguments. You will disagree. No marriage is perfect. Don't get me wrong. No marriage is perfect. Ever. But it's how you navigate those differences that you have, those what can I say, those flaws that you two have, how do you navigate all that to keep your relationship, your marriage together?
So we are getting into and you need to be here.
Yeah.
You need to be here.
So before you say I do, let us see if you really know.
You as an individual.
No, you really know what I am doing too. What are you saying I do too?
Sure.
So that's what we're going to look at before, so you can decide, am I really ready for marriage or should I wait and build capacity for it?
Calculate the cost.
Exactly.
Calculate even the Bible talks about before you carry your cross, calculate what it takes
for me to carry the cross, what I'm going to lose, what I'm going to what I'm going to gain or what I'm going to, because most of the times you're going to lose a lot more than what you're gaining. You don't like the first time when we had our first daughter, the sleep is gone.
Well, and I really want to be a mom.
Sleep is gone. You can just forget about that, because the first few months they don't sleep. It's that time when you're saying, oh Lord, now I can finally sleep. They are
need grace for motherhood.
Oh, when you have your first child, it's like it just something shifts in you.
Sure.
It changes you somehow, because now I've got this little person that's relying on me.
Sure.
You lose sleep. And you lose a lot of things. You can't go out the same way you used to. You can't dress the same way. You can't do a lot of things when you have kids. Oh, trust me, you cannot do a lot of things. So that's going to follow after this. We are going to go into that.
I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm so thrilled. I'm excited about the finance conversation.
Okay.
Whoa. I've been hearing. Let me not spoil anything. Okay, so thank you so much for watching thus far.
Yeah.
Please stay connected, because this new season is, I think, it's a season of training.
Yeah.
It's a season of consecration. It's a season of coming into alignment. It's a season of renewal. It's a season of making, carving, of molding, and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it as a single lady. You don't want to miss it as a married
person as well.
You don't want to miss it if you're courting, because
let's come out here and have a conversation. You can learn from other people as well. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, you can just send them through to us and we'll read them out. If we're talking about a particular topic that you send in. So yeah.
And yeah, again, happy Women's Month. We'll be seeing you. We love you, and we are very serious about you. Please don't forget to comment,
like, and subscribe. Thank you.
Bye.